Let's calculate the difference between two dates in Microsoft Excel. I'm just going to add two dates, and we're going to use a function to calculate the number of days, the number of weeks, the number of months and years between two given dates. And the function that we are going to use, it is called DATEDIF, and its syntax, it is a start date, an end date, and then a parameter that specifies the unit of time that we should calculate between the start date and an end date. And in the first example, for the days, I'm going to enter a D, which stands for days. And if we look closer, we have 30 days between these two dates. If we change it in any way, you can see that the formula is reacting to my changes, and we have our new result. Now, for the week, we can use the same function. We can add it in here and then divide by 7. And the first result is going to be a date, because Excel will automatically convert this to a date, but we'll just have to go to home and change the format from date to number. And now we have 4.5 weeks between these two dates. If we change this, see, now we have 3 weeks, 3 completed weeks. Now for the months part, we're just going to use the same function. I'm just going to paste it in here, and I'm going to change this from D to M, the third parameter. And if I hit enter, we can see that the result is 0, because this formula calculates the complete number of months between a date and an end date. And in our case, we don't have a complete month. But if we change this to 20th of December, you see that we're going to get one complete month over here. And next, for the years, you've probably already guessed it, we're going to add a formula and change this to a Y. And when we hit enter, of course, we have 0 completed years. But if we add another year to our end date and we hit enter, we will be left with 1 completed year. This is how you calculate the difference in days, weeks, months between a start date and an end date. Now, if you've noticed on the right, we have a few other parameters like MD, YM, and YD, and these are not as common. I don't see so many scenarios where you could use them, but just for reference, MD will return the remainder of days after it has subtracted the completed months from a start date and an end date. This will return the complete months after it has subtracted the completed years between start date and end date. And this, it will return the number of days after we subtracted a complete year. And let's check out this formula over here and see what results we get. If we enter the first parameters MD, the result is 10. This means that between this date and this other date, we had a number of completed months, and then we were left with 10 days. Next, if we change it to YM, it will calculate how many completed years are, which is 1, and then we'll return the number of completed months, which should be 1, and that's indeed true. And keep in mind that this also ignores the days that are after this completed month, and it just returns the number of completed months. And if we change this to YD, we should get 40, which is true. Between these two dates, we have 1 year and 40 days, and so when we supply YD as a third parameters, we get 40. Now, this is it for the video. If you learned something new, please hit the like button. If you have any type of questions, please leave them in the comments below. And if you want to learn more about Excel, check out my channel where I cover a range of different topics around Microsoft Excel. Thank you for watching.